Alright, YouTube, it has been quite a few months since I've posted a video on any progress I've had made on either the trucks or the engine behind me. I recently got a Mongoose California BMX. I've been working on it. Been done for quite a few months, but I may post a video on that and kind of go through what I paid for and show some before and after pictures. But so yeah, I kind of got sidetracked with that, trying to relive the childhood, because I had an '85 Mongoose California when I was a kid. I love that bike. Wish I had it back. Somebody stole it, according to my dad. So, but anyways, been saving up a lot of money, and I got quite a few parts for the 350. Right now it's May 2019, and that will be going in the 66 over in the driveway in next month in June. Already got the flywheel for it, clutch, throwout bearing, pilot bushing. This has got a fuel pump block-off plate, so I went with the same fuel pump that I've had in this white truck for 10 years, which is the Edelbrock mechanical fuel pump 1791. It's preset to 6.5 psi, and it is adjustable, so if you wanted to knock it down a half or 1 psi or whatever. Like I said, I've had it in this thing for 10 years. I've never had any issues, so that's why I bought another one. Hopefully they hadn't redesigned anything. Actually, they have. In this picture, the top of that head of the motor is finned for, I guess, cooling purposes. Well, the one that's on that truck, on the white truck right now, is not. So I don't know if they've had overheating issues. I don't know what the deal is, but at any rate, it seems like a upgrade. But everything else looked the same, so I'm gonna go with that. I did finally find a set of scripted valve covers, because the ones on here were just for keeping crap out as it sets right now. I actually had a bag over it, but I've needed to take the bag off to test fit the valve covers. Those are just keep the dust off, and plus I used them for painting. I ended up getting some scripted valve covers. Found these on Craigslist for 20 bucks, and they had quite a few dings up in here, and you can kind of still see a little bit of waviness here and there. I'm hoping when I prime it, I'm going to put 2 or 3 coats of primer. Hopefully I can sand it down, level it out even better, hide some of these nicks. I'm not putting Bondo on a valve cover. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I went to town on the inside of this thing because it needed it. Same thing on the outside of this part. So them dings, I guess like a screwdriver. I don't know what they were doing. Don't ask me. I don't know. And there's my PCV system right there. Just did that this morning. I've mentioned in other videos, I don't have a welder. If I did, I would have spot welded that on there, tacked it on there. That way I didn't have to do this. But you're not going to see it. And I'll put a little silicone on those bolts, it'll be fine. But that's how I'm going to do my PCV system. This is the driver's side valve cover. And I believe I got lucky with these, because when I stripped all the paint off, these were that gray color that came on the 283s on the C10s, and it had the high torque decal. This is the passenger cover, because it has the tangs for the wiring harness, which is the same valve cover on that. So I thought it was pretty cool. I believe these were already on a C10. Same thing there. You can see that. I don't know. They went to town. This one I think might have been a little worse. They went to town on it big time. Beat the hell out of it, whatever. They had roller rockers on it. I don't know. But I paid 20 bucks for these things. They do repop them, so if you don't want to waste your time and you want a perfect set, repops from Summit, about 150 bucks. I was trying to do this on the cheap. And plus, I had fun with that. I actually had fun trying to save an old set of valve covers. And at the end of the day, I can always hang them on the wall. I probably won't get rid of these, because I wouldn't get my money back on them, and I just saved them for another project. Plus, I already got the PCV valves. I can run it on any later model small block Chevy. The Dino Chevy only Dino built a 66 several years ago. He don't have it anymore. It's a blue one. He already sold it, but he put a 350 in his to make it. But he made it look like a 283, and that's what he did. He did PCV valve on the back side of the driver valve cover. I don't know how he did. I don't know if he put a baffle on it. I'd have to go to the 67 through 72 Chevy truck forum and find that page again. You can find that page. It's and you can go through it and see what he did there. But most of the stuff he did on that truck, I'm going to do like he did. He did C-notch the back. He raised the bed floor, I think 2 or 3 inches, and painted the floor black, which is what I want to do with that white with the blue truck. I want to do the boards in either flat or a satin black, and powder coat the strips or paint them gloss black, so kind of contrast of the blacks when I decide to paint that, replace all that wood. But this will be going in next month. My goal is to go to Dino's Get Down 2020, so it's May 2019 now. I got a little over a year and a half to go, but time flies, so I got to get after it. And this is the biggest thing I need to do outside of disc brakes. Well, I got to get rid of those drums. They suck. I hate them. So I want to get. That's the next thing. This is the biggest project. The second one would be the drum brakes. Do the disc brake conversion in the front for sure, and then the safety there will be done, and the reliability will be done. I do want to get a Muncie 4-speed. I don't know if I'm going to have the time or money to do that between now and 2020. So I may be running the 3-speed on it. But Muncie's are 10 spline input shafts, so from what I read in forums, they'll bolt right up in those trucks. Cross member fits, drive shaft don't need to be cut down. Win-win. Only thing I do is cut a hole in the floor and get you a shifter. So that's definitely something I want to do. Kind of really keeping this old school theme, something different. Yeah, I'll post some pictures of the valve covers, and I actually want to show you something that I want to do to the front of that blue truck. Because my idea is when I do the engine swap, I'm going to pull the whole front clip off. Remove the hood, set it aside, pull the whole front clip off as one, and my initial idea was to powder coat. Take the whole front end apart, powder coat the radiator support, hood hinges, fender wells, all that stuff, because they're in good shape. There's nothing wrong with them. And I think due to time and mainly money, I'd rather put money towards things that are more important, like the disc brake swap. Probably I'd like to rewire the whole truck. I just want to make sure there's no issues with that thing breaking down, no failures of any kind whatsoever. Powder coat's not going to get me from point A to point B. It's just going to look good. I can always powder coat it later. It's no big deal. So I'm going to bypass that, but what I am going to do, I will show you all right now. Alright, this is what I was wanting to show y'all. Probably 6 months ago, sometime in winter, I took these off, the radiator support covers here, and polished them up, and they turned out pretty awesome. They actually kind of oxidized a little bit, so I'm going to have to repolish them, but you get the idea of what I'm going to do with the fender wells and do the top of the radiator support there. Some of the areas had some heavy rust, and I got a little carried away with the sandpaper, but it is what it is. But they polished up nice. I mean, they left a reflection and everything. I was quite shocked. Uh, drive side fender well has a lot of rust down up in this area, so it may not polish up very well, if at all. But there's quite a bit of paint. So yeah, I'll probably just color sand all this. Passenger side here. A lot more paint on this side. A little rusty down there and below the box, battery box here. Quite a bit of paint. So when I pull this whole front clip, that's what I plan on doing. And I might just do a little rattle can paint on the fender, or on the cross member and the frame here, so kind of makes everything look all balanced. And I'll clean up the firewall, CLR Scotch Brite it, wash it down real good, and probably do a rattle can clear. And I want to take the radiator to a radiator shop. I have no issues with it. I've never had this engine overheat, but I'm going to go through this radiator while it's all done. And there were all these seals. Replace all these seals, that whatever that felt is there, and then seals on the side of it, and then these seals back here on the fenders, and then a little hood brace. All that stuff's all cracked. Plus I am going to replace all the wiring, so I want to try to make this 100% up in here, and should turn out great. I got some ideas with the air cleaner. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but in the next couple of videos y'all will definitely see what I do there. But for now, let's go back to the table and close out with some comments. Alright YouTube, so there you have it. I just want to close out with a few more comments. Try not to take up too much time on this video. This is just kind of a intermediate catch up, because I haven't posted anything in a while. So I just want to kind of update everybody what's going on. We're almost there. I'd say we're 95% part-wise, everything we need. And next month in June, this motor is going in the 66. And I'll definitely try to post as many videos as I can before and after, and some, maybe some hands-on stuff, or any trials and tribulations I go through, or anything I needed to do, or changes, or whatever. I'm gonna try to post as much as I can. I'm definitely excited about it. A little nervous because, I definitely don't want the engine to fail. That'd be a major setback if it did. In the past, when I did the engine rebuild, I had a couple of failures on it, all my fault. So I've learned from those things. So this one should be fine as far as that goes. It is a flat tappet cam. Hopefully it breaks in like it's supposed to. I got plenty of break-in oil, high zinc break-in oil, so everything should work out okay. I'm not too concerned about it, but anything can happen. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on this end. Yeah, if you have any comments, any questions, feel free to comment or ask me a question, and I'll be more than willing to answer a comment or respond and answer your questions as best I can. I try to do that in all my videos. Assuming the comment ain't weird or being rude or something, I try to answer everybody's comment that I can. If I haven't, I apologize. Remind me again, ask me again. I don't know, but yeah, that's where I stand with this, and so we'll be looking forward in the future here in the next month, 6 weeks. Be looking for some more videos on this engine swap. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.